No, can you see mine?
Yep, I can see yours, and I can hear you talking on my phone.
Hello? What about now?
Yep, are you back to look at settings?
Yeah, I don't know how to get it where I can see you.
That's so weird that it's not showing you my screen.
Hmm. Sorry, guys, I'm not good with technology. I don't know what's going on. Can you guys see both our screens or just mine when I get on here? Just yours. But you could see hers before I got on here. Well, we're on our separate channels, but we were both trying to go live. That way you guys could see both sides of it. But for some reason, when I get on, her screen goes black. Sorry, hang on. Let me get her loaded, and we'll try to figure this out. That's a 1,300 bushel cart. Your screen is still black, and everybody's saying they can't see yours.
That's really annoying. Completely restarting.
We're doing well. We're having technical difficulties. We're trying to get it figured out. We were hoping we could do both our channels live at the same time, so that you could see the grain cart. She's in the grain cart. I'm in the combine. You'd be able to see both of us, but you can hear her but can't see her. They're saying they can hear you but not see you. Your camera isn't like turning off or something, is it? Maybe you're seeing the important one. No, I don't think so. I work for her, if you didn't know. What's going on? Good question. I'm honestly not sure. We're just trying to combine some wheat. We were trying to be cool and go live while we're doing it. She having a bad air day? No, that doesn't happen. Cutting wheat. Yes, we are. This is actually our last field of wheat, but there's two varieties out here. One variety is just a touch green yet, and this variety that we're in now, this is dry-ish. Wife is always in charge. That is a fact. But I'm all right with it. Don't we all work for them? Yeah. Yeah, I think we're figuring it out. Am I running an AF11? Yes. This is an AF11, and this is a 60-foot head. It's the FD261, the 61-foot MacDon. This is a bad spot of the field to be showing you this hilltop burn up this summer, but overall, we've had better wheat than we probably should have. Is wheat the only crops? Oh, I'm sorry, I skipped one. How many working days will you have on the combine all in? That's a good question. Oh man, I don't know. I'd have to think about that. Probably something like a month. I guess it kind of depends on the weather. Is the wheat the only crops you grow? No. So this year we have wheat, barley, soybeans, and corn is what we're doing. 60 foot, that's one big swipe. Yeah, it's taken a little bit to get used to, but it feels pretty normal now. And we're taking it slow today. We've only got half the crew around. So we're just trying to take off. If you can't tell, this whole piece is a hilltop. It goes down into this bottom over here. That's all really wet and green. This hilltop is ready. Are you liking the new case combine? I'm liking it a lot. It's been really different to get used to. I honestly thought going from deer to Kloss was a little easier than going to this, but it only took maybe a day and a half, 2 days, and this felt like home. These things are really simple. I've kind of figured out. Very simple. Leave some duck and geese fields, tall cover blind. But there's going to be plenty of bottoms like this right here that have water in them, and there is still wheat and cattails. We're in pothole country. That's what they call it. So we got potholes all over. Well, there will be plenty of forage and stuff for blinds. A lot of green still in there, just on this hilltop where it burned up. So up here, if we get heat late in the summer, the wheat starts to tiller out again after it's already mature. So that's what that green is you're seeing. We got some late rain and some late heat, so it tried tillering out again. Overall, though, it's dry.
Babe, I just went to the same spot where I unloaded last time. Is that okay?
Yep. Well, dang it. We might have to restart this and see if we can get her live going. That's the important one. Nope, that just shuts mine off. What time are you done for the day? It is really, really cool and damp up here right now. So we won't be cutting late. I know that. It'll be early. It's only going to get to like 55 degrees Fahrenheit here today. So it's really, really chilly outside. Not a good day to be combining wheat, but pretty normal. When I was a kid, 12 foot was wide. Yeah. Shoot, even when I was a kid, 30-foot headers were just kind of really becoming normal. And I remember even then, people said that was the biggest you would ever see. That was the biggest you could get around with. And here we are. You know where 99 Springs is? Yeah, if it's the one I'm thinking of. I grew up right by it. How many acres total? It's not our farm, so I guess that's not my place to say. I'll give you the classic answer. Some years too many, some years not enough. From Arizona. It blows my mind seeing what kind of crops come out of Arizona. That's not the place you think of when you think of crops, but I know some good ones come out of there. That's pretty cool. 92 degrees in Houston. Yeah, the high today here, I think, is 58. And then it's looking like we might get our first freeze this weekend, which is not ideal, but it is what it is. Is JoJo with me? JoJo is actually in the grain cart, and we were supposed to do a live together. We're still trying to figure it out. For some reason, her video disappears when I get on, so we're still trying to figure it out. Grand Forks. How long with the 60-foot head does it take you to cut it all? Well, gosh, that's a loaded question. It really just depends. Depends on the conditions. We have another machine out here too, but we're not running it today because we only have half the crew here, and we really don't have a lot of wheat that's ready. Well, this is the last of the wheat where we're at right now, but it's not all ready. So we're just kind of getting a few loads off of here today, so we could start the fan in the bin. I'm gonna chicken out. I'm not gonna cut next to this. I got stuck the other day trying to cut out something like that, so we're not gonna mess with that right now. We're gonna be over here. Hello from Canada, neighbors. When you harvest corn, what size header will you use? Well, we won't use this machine in corn. We do have a 9250 case. That's what we're going to use in corn. We're probably going to just put a 12 row on it because our planter is a 24 row. So just so we can match up to our planter. Up here, the struggle is drying the corn. It's not really harvesting it; it's getting it dry. So we're over combine powered as it is. So we'll probably just run a 12 row.
Figure it out.
Would not want to grease that header. Well, anymore, anything newer, they don't have much for grease zerks on them. Everything is pretty much sealed bearings nowadays. So actually, there's probably only 10 grease zerks on the whole header. Big cold front's coming soon. I know. It's got everybody up here freaked out because soybeans are not filled yet. So we really don't want to freeze, but it is what it is. North Dakota sure looks nice, man. This time of year, it's beautiful. You can't beat it. But maybe check in with us again in about 2-3 months, and we'll have that conversation again. North Carolina. I've got a buddy that lives there. Where are you? We're in north central North Dakota. I can see the Canadian border, if that answers your question. First winters are always an adventure. That's what we keep hearing. We're going to find out pretty shortly if we're tough enough for it or not. Illinois dictatorship. Right by the Peace Gardens. Well, you're familiar with this area then. There's a big badger hole. How's this going to go? We're picking up over that, just a smidge. I am going pretty slow right now, but we're cutting downed wheat. And like I said, we're not hitting it real hard today. Kind of just trying to stay moving. Are y'all making jerky this year? Boy, I hope so. Jordan's got to get a deer first. That's kind of on her. I got to pay a little more attention right here and watch for tree branches. $60 wider than my house. It's been interesting. I got to say, though, for this combine and how big it is, that this is what we need for sure. It's been needed in wheat just to keep this thing loaded. Yeah, it's a lot to keep your eyes on. Well, dang it, guys. We might have to restart this. So, like I said, I was really wanting, Jordan and I want to do this together. We thought it would have been cool. We're going to have to get this figured out.